congested around the thighs and the glutes, that can create some discomfort around your hips and your knees. So here's a little session to help you out. You will need your foam roller, you will need your 2 prickle balls, and if, like me, you have your domes, the prickly domes, feel free to have those handy as well. I'm actually going to be using these guys today. I have got a lot of congestion around my hips, and so I want some tougher love. All right, and the domes do have more of a prickly feel, more of an acupuncture effect to them. But you can do this using this session using your prickle balls as well. So have whatever you've got, bring all your stuff, and come and meet me. And let's just start lying on the foam roller. I really love to realign the spine. I think that's so important to do, even if it's just briefly at the beginning of class before we move into the task at hand. All right, so have your foam roller long ways. Lie down on it. Move my domes out the way. Beautiful. And make sure that you are supported from your head to your tailbone. All right, bend your knees, open your legs about hips width apart. I like to open mine wider. It just feels more yummy for my hips. Remember, if you need a little support for your head, you can place a small cushion or folded towel underneath your head. Make sure that your chin is drawing more to your chest rather than to the ceiling, so you get that length down your cervical spine. And maybe take a moment here just to settle into your breathing. Breathing in steadily through your nose. And exhaling out, either through your mouth or through your nose, it really doesn't matter. Again, breathing in, quieting the mind, quieting down the body, breathing out. Feel any hot spots in your back, feel free to wiggle around and adjust to where feels right for you. Remember, it's very personal. The releasing of the fascia, the readjusting of the spine, it's very personal to you and what's going on in your body on any particular day. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Let's do our circles with the shoulders. You can start small, really allow those scapula to work around the foam roller. Yeah, so you might feel a little bit of like twinging, plunking, clicking, or all of the above, right? Let that happen. So good for the back of your body to release right between the shoulder blades. And then take your circles the other way. Big breaths as you move. Let your back move naturally on the roller. Yes, we don't automatically stay rigid. We have to move. As we move our limbs, our back moves as well. Let that happen on your foam roller. Gorgeous. Rest your arms down. Go ahead and slide your right foot long so that your leg is extended. Flex your extended foot. Now drop your rib cage down. And your choice, opposite arm up and overhead or both arms. Big breath in. Push your back down into the roller. Big stretch here. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your arms to your side, pull your heel back in. Good, do the other leg. So slide that left foot all along the ground till your leg is straight. Flex your foot, reach one or both arms overhead. Drop your rib cage, pull your belly button down to your spine. Big breath in, stretch. Excellent, pull your arms down, draw your heel back in. Beautiful. All right, now draw your right leg in towards your body. Keep your knee bent, your foot above the line of your knee. Hold on to your thigh with your right hand. Pull that leg towards you. Now you may feel some resistance here. Let your back give here. Let your chin come to your chest. Do you feel how your back gets longer, making you taller? Right, so it's not so much about the stretch of the hamstrings here. It's about a stretch and release in the back. Good. If your left knee wants to open up to the side slightly, let that happen. If it doesn't, and that's okay too. Just let your body move naturally how it wants to. Avoid holding on to anything. Another deep breath here. Good. Let go of that leg. Put your right hand on the floor. reach your left arm up. Feel free to extend your right leg more and then recruit your abs. So little core work here. Pull your abs down, push your low back into that foam roller, hold on to that position, lower your limbs away from each other. Slowly, 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 like you're moving through water. There's no rush. Your arm can hover off the floor. Mine does because it feels more comfortable in my shoulders. Let your foot reach the floor, flex it, big stretch here again. And draw your arm down by your side, pull your heel back in. Other leg, left leg goes up, keep your knee bent, draw that leg towards you, let go of your back, just release it. Steady breaths, my friends. Good, one more breath here. Nice. Rest your left hand down, extend your leg, reach your right arm up, push your abs down. Feel your abdominal muscles engage, and then slowly, slowly lower your limbs away from each other, taking your time. The slower the better. Feel that tug in your thigh. Maybe you can feel it in your hip flexor. Just be aware that your abs hold onto you here. Beautiful. When your foot touches the floor, flex it. Big stretch here, breathe in. And exhale, come back to your starting position. Beautiful. Gently rock from side to side. Good. And then just coming off that foam roller and placing it over to one side. Okay? Beautiful. Now, I'm going to use my domes. Feel free to use your prickle balls if you would prefer to. Lying down, lift your hips up and place the domes or the balls right behind your sacrum. Yeah? So a little higher than the juicy part of your glutes and lower than your waistline. Again, bend your knees. You can have your feet hips width or a little further apart. And just start to tune into what's going on down here. So you can take your knees from side to side if that feels good. If you still need that support underneath your head, feel free to keep it there. Your folded towel or your small cushion. And always coming back to your breath, my loves, okay? Excellent. Those of you who are using your prickle balls, feel free to adjust them. You may want them in closer towards your spine, and you may want them out a little bit wider. You may want to switch it out as you go, so feel free to adjust them as you need to. Good. Bring your knees back overhead. Now, just using the right leg only. Very consciously and carefully open that right knee out to the side. It's not about how far you can go, it's about feeling what's happening in the hips here. You're also getting a massage and a release around the fascia at the top of the glutes and the low back, yes, which will help in turn to release the hips. And then bring that knee back overhead. Again, open that knee consciously, mindfully, and feel. Maybe you feel the knee opens up a bit more this time. Maybe it doesn't, okay? So just be aware. Just know what's going on in your body. And then draw that knee back overhead. Good. Once more. Open up that knee. Excellent. This time, slide your right foot down with your leg turned out till your leg is straight. All the way down. And once your leg is straight, turn it parallel, flex your foot, reach one or both arms overhead, big stretch here, drop your rib cage down, and then exhale. Bring your arms to your side, bring your hands down and your heel back in. Good. Other leg, so opening the left knee. How does this side feel compared to the first? And then draw that knee back overhead. Again, opening up. And pulling that knee back. Once more, opening up. Keeping a turn out here, slide that foot along the ground till your leg is straight, and then turn the leg parallel, flex your foot, reach one or both arms overhead, big stretch here, and come back to your starting position. Beautiful. All right, maybe adjust your prickle balls or your domes. I'm taking mine a little bit wider now. Gorgeous. Start with your right leg again. So lift your right leg up, keep your knee bent, with your knee sort of over the line of your hip, maybe a bit closer to you, and your foot above the line of your knee. And then taking your leg across your body and out to the side. Yes, a windshield wiper motion. And again, it's not about how far you can go. It's about releasing the fascia in that area, creating some more natural mobility and lubrication in the hips, yes, which in turn is really going to help you with your knees if you're feeling any tightness there too. Steadily breathing. Hopefully you're feeling nice and calm, coming down into that parasympathetic state where your body is resting and digesting. And then cross your leg once your leg goes across your body, and you can gently massage onto that left side. Lovely little self-massage and TLC for you. You'll feel it primarily in that lower left-hand quadrant of your back and hip. One more breath. And then uncross your legs, lift your leg back up, and with control lower that foot to the floor. Feel free to readjust if you need to. Lift your left leg up, keep your knee bent, and again, windshield wiper with your legs. So when using the prickle balls or the domes, don't be surprised, you will see those little polka dots on your skin after class. That's normal, and it will go away after a little bit. But using the prickle balls or the domes to help release your fascia, because you're flushing out the lymph system, is also great to relieve the appearance of cellulite. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Chicken dinner, my loves. All right, next time your leg goes across, cross your thighs, gently massage onto that right side. It's not so easy to rock when you're on the domes, a little bit more intense pressure. So if you're using them, be aware that it will feel slightly different than when you're on the prickle balls. So if you need less of a sensation, your prickle balls are best for you today. Beautiful. One more breath. Nice. Come back to center, unhook your leg, lower your foot down, lift your hips up, take the domes or the balls away, and just have a moment here with your back, your hips, your glutes down on the floor. Hopefully you feel pretty relaxed down in that lower back hip area. I feel like I'm melting down into the floor, so I hope that's how you are feeling as well. Carefully roll over, and you will need one of your prickle balls or one of your domes. Put the other one to one side, and then place the dome or the prickle ball in the mid part of your thigh. Yes, as you lie down on your tummies. So if you have tight quads, that can often end up with feeling a lot of tension around the knees as well. In actual fact, I'm going to put the other dome under this knee as well. So feel free to have your two prickle balls underneath your knees. But we will work one leg first to start off with. All right. And you can rest your forehead down on your hands, or if you're somebody who likes to turn your head to one side, feel free to do that. Just know that when we change legs, you'll change the direction of your head as well. Sorry, prickle balls. You're in my way. All right. So, if it helps your low back and you prefer it, you can tilt your pelvis slightly under in this position. Yeah, so your abs are fine up here as well. You're having a little bit of an abdominal workout while you release the fascia in your thighs. Okay, so left leg, exhale, bend that knee, doing a hamstring curl, point your foot, and then flex your foot and release that foot down to the floor. Again, stay with that same leg, left leg, hamstring curl, point your foot, flex your foot, and then lower it. Again, hamstring curl, point your foot, flex your foot, lower your foot. Beautiful. Other leg, right leg, bend it, hamstring curl, point your foot, flex your foot, lower your foot. If you didn't already change your head to look the other way, go ahead and do that now. Hamstring curl, point your foot, flex your foot, and lower it. Again, hamstring curl, point, flex, and lower. Beautiful. Bring your arms to be in a goalpost position, so your elbows go straight out from the line of your shoulders. Your forearms point up towards your head, and your palms are down to the floor. And here, you will definitely tilt your pelvis slightly under. Breathe in, Sphinx pose. So, but keep it small, yeah? So just lift your head up. It's about the compression of the domes or the prickle balls into the front of your thighs. Yes, it's not about how high you can lift your chest off the floor. And then exhale, lower back down. Relax it, release. Again, tilt your pelvis slightly, breathe in, lift up to whatever feels right for you. And exhale, lower back down. One more time. Breathe in, lift up. And exhale, lower down. Very nice. Now, take one of the domes or the prickle balls away, and then I've got my right leg straight and bending my left knee, and I'm bringing the dome, or you can put your prickle ball there, to the inside of my left thigh, above the patella. So you're away from the bone, but on that lower part of your inner thigh. Yes? And just relax down here. If you're on the ball, you can gently rock your leg up and down or forward and back. If you're here on the domes, then you can just breathe and relax into it. And maybe you can roll your body forward and back slightly if you would like to. And that will just increase the compression as you rock forwards and release it as you rock back. All right, so nice deep breaths here wherever you are. Releasing right into those lower quadriceps on the inside, yeah, which in turn is going to improve knee health, decrease any tension around that knee joint. Take one more breath here. Excellent. And then just carefully remove that dome or the prickle ball, and we are going to change legs. So bend your right leg with the dome or the prickle ball coming underneath that inner thigh above the knee bone. And again, your choice. If you're on the ball, you're rolling forwards and back and up and down, or you're just lowering your body forwards and back if you are on the dome. Yeah. Note that one side may feel tighter than the other. That's normal. Amazing how it's all connected. On this side particularly, as I'm rolling, I can feel a release in my hip whilst the dome is underneath my inner thighs. So fascinating how the fascia is just interconnected to all areas of the body. One more breath. And then just carefully release that ball or the dome. And you can push back into a child's pose for a moment. Keep your thighs together just so you get some compression on your tummy, which is so good for your digestive system, for your organs. You're creating some pressure there. And when we release it, that blood will flow back to them effectively and efficiently. Good, and then coming on up. Now, I'm going to use my prickle balls for this next section, so feel free to do that. You could use your dome underneath your hip if you wanted to, but I'm going to use my 2 balls. So, IT band, up here is your TFL, right at the side of your hip. Place 1 ball there, and the other ball is coming again to the outer side of your lower thigh. So we release the inner side, now we're releasing the outer side. And you can be up on your hands here. This leg is just hanging out and you're just massaging, so forwards and back. Yeah. If you'd like a bit more pressure, then come down onto your forearms. Be aware of what's going on. Oh, I've got to adjust my balls. Be aware of what's going on with your upper body. Yeah, so avoid hunching down. Think nice long neck, beautiful posture. So you're protecting your traps up around your neck and shoulders whilst releasing your hips, your thighs, your knees. Delicious. Beautiful. One more deep breath here. Good. Carefully come on up to sitting. Let's stay releasing this one side. I love to do that so that you can then compare afterwards. You can use your prickle balls. I'm actually going to transfer to my domes now. Above the crease of the knee goes 1 dome. All right, let's start with 1 dome first. This leg can hang out. It can be straight, it can be bent, whichever feels best. Sitting up tall, being aware of your posture. I'm going to place 1 hand on top of my thigh here, above the knee bone. And breathing in, lifting up. And exhale, keeping that lift in my torso, but applying some pressure with my hand down into that dome. Again, breathe in, release. And exhale, press down. You can use both hands if you want to. Breathe in, release. Exhale, push down. So you're releasing the fascia around the lower part of your hamstrings, which also helps for lovely knee health, right? And then I'm going to take my other dome and place it at my calf muscle. If you wanted to have your dome a little bit lower, or your prickle ball, you use your prickle balls too, behind your ankle, then feel free to do that too. And again, so breathing in, lifting up, and exhale, pushing down. Avoid collapsing with your chest. Yes, you're just applying a slight pressure with your hands. Breathe in, release. Exhale, press. Breathe in, release. And exhale, press. Gorgeous. All right. Just come off your balls or your domes. Extend your legs out. How does that feel? Sit up. I definitely feel tingling up this side that I've released. This leg also feels lighter. I feel that my left leg is like a dead weight at the moment, but this one feels like it could just float up off the floor very easily. So let's fix that. Do the other side. I'm coming back to the prickle balls. We're starting with 1 at the side of the hip and 1 on the outside of the lower thigh. Yes? And just rocking forwards and back.
If that top ball is uncomfortable, it means that it's on your hip bone. So you may need to pull it down just slightly. Bring it to that TFL area. Right, so you have a nice, healthy TFL. It's going to keep your IT band nice and protected as well. Yeah, all works in conjunction with each other. And then coming down onto your forearms if you'd like more pressure. Personal choice, right? Always coming back to the breath. Hopefully you're feeling nice and calm now. It's like a moving meditation. It's coming back to your physical body. One more breath. Giving yourself the love you deserve. And then carefully coming off. Putting my balls to one side. Finding my domes. Starting with one dome, right? So above the crease of the knee. And again, lifting up, breathing in. Exhale, pushing down. Relax that leg, let it go. I'm talking to myself as well as to you guys, right? Breathe and release. Exhale, push. Breathe and release. Exhale, squeeze. Nice, and then you can add that prickle ball or dome to behind your calf muscle or to behind your ankle. Breathing in. Exhale, push. You're in charge of how much pressure you apply. Breathe in. Remember, it's not about killing yourselves. It's about listening to your body. What does my body need? What is it asking from me today? Breathe in, release. Exhale, push. Nice. Release that. Shake your legs out. Oh, it's feeling better. A little more even Stevens. Beautiful. And so because, you know, our ankles, our knees are surrounded by our hips, and our ankles, they're right in the middle. Releasing around all of those areas is going to be beneficial for our knees. Let's take one of the prickle balls, and this leg will hang out. I'm going to use my right leg here. Feel on the top of your foot, just where it comes to your ankle bone, you'll feel that little dent there in your tootsie, yes? So you can apply some pressure with your fingers, releasing the fascia right at the top of the foot here, at the base of the shin. And you can use your ball here as well. So just applying some pressure, and you're in charge of how much pressure you put on there. And we'll start to strip the fascia. So I'm taking the ball with both hands and just rolling it and pulling it up the front of my shin. Yeah? Good. Bring it up and then moving around so it's on the inside of that lower leg. Stripping, putting it up. And then the outside. Up here. Getting an arm workout too. Beautiful. And then just straighten out that leg and roll the ball around your knee bone. So never actually over the bone. You're just doing a little circle all the way around that knee bone, just to release any fascia that might still be stagnant or tight there. All right, so just little rolls around. Good. All right, and then compare legs. Feel the difference. Feel that tingling more down that one side that you've released. It's so good, right? Okay, so other foot, left foot. Find that indentation. I always like to use my fingers as well in triple point Pilates. So you really feel. And then you can add the ball. Massage. Beautiful. Releasing. Great. You're on your feet all day or wearing uncomfortable shoes. tight. All you runners out there. This is a good one for you. And then stripping the inside of the lower leg. Good. Keep breathing. Avoid holding your breath as you're doing this. And then the outside. Gorgeous. All right, give it a shake. Beautiful. And then all that's left is to treat the bottom of our feet, because when our feet are tight, that can also lead up the legs and create discomfort in the knees. Okay, so come and meet me onto all fours. Place your hands under your shoulders. Let's just do some little hip circles first. It always feels nice. Hopefully everything feels pretty loosey-goosey now. And then take your circles the other way. Beautiful. And then curl your toes under. Lift your hips. You're coming to a downward dog here. And then just take a moment, bending one knee. And stretching the low back of the hamstrings. Bending the other knee. Rotating the triceps out and away from each other, so you've got that space in your neck. And feel free to shake your head around there. Gorgeous. All right. Push both heels towards the floor, and then soften your knees. A little or a lot, it's up to you. And walk your hands back to your toes. Keep your knees bent here as you hang over. Take opposite elbows. Ragdoll, gently shaking from side to side. Keep your neck nice and loose and free. And keeping your knees soft, release your arms. You will roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Take your time here, there's no rush. Yep. Feel your vertebrae stack one on top of the other until your head is the last thing to come up. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back and down. I always like to do a big circle with my arms. Beautiful. Good. And then just massaging the feet. If you need to hold on to something, you can go to a wall, or you could take your handy dandy foam roller and hold on to that. Place a prickle ball underneath one of your feet and give it a good roll out massage here. Okay. And make sure you get all areas of the foot, the outside, the inside, the heel, the ball of the foot, your toes. And I do like to use my domes here right at the end and just wrap my foot completely around that dome and press down. Like a little acupuncture for my tootsies. Feels so good. You know, bend that knee of the leg or the foot that's on the dome. Yes, just to apply some pressure here. Breathing. Beautiful. All right. Other foot. Ooh, that feels lovely. Forgot to compare, but we should. You feel that? Feels nice, doesn't it? All right, other foot. Giving it a massage. Rub it up, getting all the corners, all the areas of the sole of the foot, toes. Excellent. And then if you've got your dome, you want to, pushing down onto that dome. Good. All right, release that foot. You can just pop your roller to one side. Give your legs a little shake here. Shake out your arms. Keep your knees soft. A little sway from side to side. And hopefully that feels a bit easier in your hips and your knees. Maybe I'll be able to sit a little more comfortably at your desk. But great session to help release knees, hips, and also around the hamstrings, the thighs, the quads, the ankles. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.